Everybody, Jerome Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Jerome Wright channel. I got to speed through this video super quick, so a lot of what I need to say I'm probably going to put it in writing, so you're going to have to actually read the footnotes as well too. This here is a school building. It's a neo-Gothic design style school building and or Gothic style school building. Along the eaves of this building, in fact I went to this school when I was a kid, and it was then when I went to the school, it was called Landis Junior High School, which it still is now, or Landis Middle School. It used to be, I think it's Violence Second High School. That's what it actually were built as. This school was built by Ernest F. Guilbert and James Oscar Betelle. James Oscar Betelle is more famous than Ernest F. Guilbert, who died in the early 1900s. However, these two architects based their fame and fortune on building schools along the East Coastline, the cardinal regions of New Jersey, from New Jersey. Well, actually, the entire span of the East Coastline. Period. Okay, they put these neo-Gothic buildings along the East Coastline of the United States. Now, check this out. Look at these heads. I went to this school for, I believe it was 2 years, and never once did I bother to look up. I was called to this location to look up a few weeks ago, and I've been mesmerized by it ever since. Look at this. There are some other things here too. You have owl's heads, you have eagles, you have these, I mean, these beings, these demonic looking beings on the school, and you're and goblins and ghouls, and I'm saying to myself, what in the hell? And these people have built these schools, but you know, this is the only building that I've seen in their work, in these two architects' work, that actually has this left behind and stands out for you to see. So this is a must see. You got to come to Vineland, New Jersey, everyone, and see this. I'm going to go and show you something else about this. Let me keep going, because I know I'm going to run out of time. Most of their buildings have clocks. I don't know if you can see right here at the head. There is a Zeus looking character or Poseidon looking character. There's a diamond shape. Birds on either end, which actually to me morph into lions. And then there's an owl figure here. And then, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I'm going to show you. I got to keep going. I can't stop. I got to keep going. I'm getting stuck on stupid here. I think you're probably seeing that Poseidon looking character there. Let me back off so maybe you can see it better. All right. I'm going to back off a little bit. Look at this here. There you go. There's a better image of those heads. You got to see this to believe this. This is in Vineland, New Jersey, on a school. I'm telling you that these are demonic doorways, dimensional demonic doorways that allow for spirits to be taken out, souls to be captured, and for demonic beings to come back in. That's what these buildings are representing. Now, it's not just the architects. You could probably see that a whole lot better there now. It's not just the architects, but it's the masons that are actually also brought in to help build these locations, that know of these demonic beings. Not just that, I'm also alleging that these zoning boards in these areas of where these buildings exist, for a zoning official to come in and approve the building designs and the codes of these buildings, they have to be involved as well. It's a network, a demonic network that evolved. There you go there. You probably see a better picture of that Zeus looking character up there. And I'm probably going to have to click out of this. Can you see that? The owl, the Zeus looking character. I'm going to have to, and he actually has like a horn. You see that? Look at this. On a school building. And I'm going to show you some other things. I'm going to have to keep going here. Here's almost like the front of it right there. Look at this, people. I went to this building. And you know what's amazing about this is that when you be inside of this building, that it is not cost effective or energy effective, but they built these, they sold themselves and their business on being cost effective. This school back then only cost like $500,000 to build, but to heat the damn thing, I mean, you lose millions of dollars in that. All of the ceilings in this building are high. If you were to lower the ceilings, you can actually put another floor on the floors that they have. So I believe, if I can recollect, it's only a 2-floor building, but if you mess around and divide the 2 floors in halves, which have these high ceilings, you could possibly get a 3rd floor in there, or maybe even a 4th floor. Okay, I mean, it's just amazing. To heat this building outweighs outweighs any cost that you save in trying to, in having the building built or having the room in the space, because it is just not cost efficient. But it's my position that the reason why these buildings exist is because of for everything I just said. You can see that Zeus character real good there, up at the top there now. And look at this. Owls. I'm seeing birds with serpent heads and lions mixed in, morphing each other there. Look at this. I never would have guessed that. Look at this. Look at these birds. Look at this, people. What in the hell is this doing on a school where innocent children are going to learn? What gives these people the right to come into your community and build these buildings, not give no description or no nothing about what is being described in this cult message? And I mean, innocent children. Here's another building that they built, and this is where is this one at? This is the James. Just Google Betelle, and this is another building that looks just like the front of the building that I went to school in. They got them all across the East Coast. But look at the windows. It's in the window styles, in the eaves. I mean, in the pendles, in the entranceways. It's like a Greek, Roman, Gothic style, all incorporated in one. And we all know that all of this stuff has an ancient, deep-rooted cult history to it, people. And they brought it here to the United States to bring to your children, to your neighborhoods. And I'm telling you that they are dimensional, demonic doorways. Look, another school. They're littered all in Newark, New Jersey, Orange, all over. I mean, these buildings are built. Look at this. They are friggin' shrines. And Betelle, this is, I forgot where this was actually. This is another one of their design built buildings. These people actually take, and Betelle, by the way, you know where he learned at? Where he learned his skills at? His building trades and designing skills? In Europe. In Europe. And then brought him back here to the United States. Where do we need to go here? I need to go, let me close this out and go into another file. You have to Google them, people. You have to Google them. Okay, I got to go to the inbox. Let me go to another file. And I don't know how much time I have here. This is the same attachment. Let me go back out. I know I better hurry. These schools that they have, by the way, people, Betelle is buried, and guess where? He was born in the U.S., in Delaware, in Wilmington, Delaware. Here's another building. Oh, hold on. Let me go up large, and let me show you what we have here. Look at these buildings. This is almost identical to the school that I went to, and this is, well, how many minutes we got? 8 minutes. Okay, good. All right. Let me keep going here. Look at their building styles. People, you have to Google their name. Look, the entranceways to the doors. These rounded doorways, these glass rounded door, these Gothic style, all of this incorporation, the Roman style, this and the Greek style entranceways. This, people, are all dimensional things that you can find on mausoleums associated with death. There are urns in these designs, meaning the urns that actually keeps the dead remains. I call that as an invitation. These urns you find on mausoleums, of the entranceways of mausoleums, and my thing is that this is an association with death and resurrection, and it's telling you that The dead are welcome here, and the dead can be picked up here. That's what this is actually telling me. Dimensional demonic doorways. And if you look at some of the symbols and symbolizations up there, you can actually almost see faces, and multidimensional faces in the stone structures. This is a downtown building in my area, a Masonic building. They actually throw you off because they have another one that is an older rundown building. But this is our Masonic building there in our area. These windows, again, are all incorporated symbols where there are the welcoming mats. The doorways and the windows areas are the welcoming areas of these demonic beings. That gives you, it's almost like you wearing your cross on your neck. It's the same symbolization that they're putting over top of your doors and over top of your windows. I gotta tell you some more about Betelle. Now here's Guilbert, one of the builders, and I want to read to you what this is. The Guilbert guy that built these schools. I'm gonna put a lot more in writing. This is what he wrote on his tomb. On his stone, and it is he dead whose glorious mind lifts ours on high. And there's a question mark. To live in the hearts we leave behind is not to die. There's nothing about Christ. There's nothing about God in there. It's this man's philosophy. And he's the one that built all of these schools that are on location all up and down the East Coast and writing shit like that. Look at this. And look at the headstone that this man has. And again, I'm telling you, let me see what else we have here in writing. Do I have? How many minutes do I have? First of all, 11. All right, I'm going to have to close this. I'm going to have to put a lot of this in writing. There. Okay, he's buried in India. Betelle's home. If you Google, his home was, Betelle's home was robbed back in 1941. His home was robbed and $60,000 worth of jewelry was taken. Betelle, look, they did this. Look at the Moorhead. These are the urns that I'm telling you about. Look at the urns over the doorways. These are things that you can find on mausoleums. This is Moorhead Hall. His home was robbed. And in his wife's jewelry that they look at this, people. All of this symbology here. Look at this. This is what I'm telling you, that you can find this in our homes today. In your attics, windows, entranceways, over your doorways in your home. You can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and buy this stuff and not know what in the world it means or where did it evolve from. And what I'm telling you is doorways. Now remember how I could tell you that you can find faces in this stuff? Look right here and how you see how the texturing in this concrete creates like a face there. Look at that. Mouth, eye, nostrils. Look at this. And this is in all of their work. All you have to do, I'm going to put a lot more in writing. You'll be able to go to that. Let me see how many minutes I have, because if I go over 15 minutes, this video will not go. All right. But look at this, people. And, in his wife's jewelry that was stolen, there was a gold pen, a pin in there. And the gold pin was actually worn by Queen Victoria. Okay, that was one of the items stolen. So there's an affiliation with Rome. Oh, okay, here. This is what I wanted to squeeze this in. I'm glad I got this. This is a Votech, a girl's Votech. I forgot where it's at, but you can actually look at it. Just Google girls Votech or woman's Votech, built by Guilbert, whatever it is, Ernest Guilbert and James Oscar Betelle. And this here reminds me of that. As soon as I looked at this, you know what I seen? There's two women cooking. There's an ancient looking fish on a plate. There's a cat here, like a lion, and she's cooking. You know what this is? It's an ancient symbolic message as being there in a cauldron. A cooking chemistry that is talking about genes between mankind, which is the images of the women, the fish, which a creature we evolved from, and the cat, a creature that was utilized, the genes was utilized to bridge over our genes to change us genetically from our ape and African ancestors and Asian ancestors to become in our Caucasian likeness. That's what this is telling me here in this stone structure. People, I got to go there. I'm going to put a lot more in writing. You got to actually, and I'm going to put a lot more in writing. But look at this. This is the this is a school. It's the also built by them, and I forgot where it's at, but I'm gonna have to go because I'm over my minutes. I'm going right now, and I'm gonna end this video. I went to this school for, I believe it was 2 years, and never once did I bother to look up. I was called to this location to look up a few weeks ago, and I've been mesmerized by it ever since. Look at this. There are some other things here too. You have owl's heads, you have eagles, you have these, I mean, these beings, these demonic looking beings on this school. And you're and God, everybody, Jerome right here. And once again, you're joining me on my Jerome Wright channel. I got to speed through this video super quick. So a lot of what I need to say, I'm probably going to put it in writing. So you're going to have to actually read the footnotes as well too. This here is a school building. It's a neo-Gothic design style school building and or Gothic style school building. Along the eaves of this building, in fact, I went to this school when I was a kid, and it was then when I went to this school, it was called Land Goblins and Ghouls, and I'm saying to myself, what in the hell? And these people have built these schools, but you know, this is the only building that I've seen in their work, in these two architects' work, that actually has this left behind and stands out for you to see. So this is a must see. You got to come to Vineland, New Jersey, everyone, and see this. I'm going to go and show you something else about this. Let me keep going because I know I'm going to run out of time. Most of their buildings have clocks. I don't know if you can see right here at the heading schools along the East Coast line, the cardinal regions of New Jersey, from New Jersey. Well, actually, the entire span of the East Coast line. Period. Okay, they put these neo-Gothic buildings along the East Coast line of the United States. Now, check this out. Look at these heads. Junior high school, which it still is now, in Orlando's middle school. It used to be, I think it's Vineland's second high school. That's what it actually were built as. This school was built by Ernest F. Guilbert and James Oscar Betelle. James Oscar Betelle is more famous than Ernest F. Guilbert, who died in the early 1900s. However, these two architects based their fame and fortune on building